Hi everybody, I've got a fun project for us here today. My name is Pam. I'm a guest designer for Pink Monarch Prints, and I hope you have fun with this video today. I also have a YouTube channel with Silver and Sparkles, so if you like this, feel free to go check me out as well. So what is super cool about what we're going to make today is we are going to make 4 junk journaling pieces that you can use in your journal from one piece of the let me see what the name of this kit is, the collage tear sheets. So there's multiples of these. I just printed a couple of them out and I used one for these projects, but from one piece of paper we're going to make 4 pieces, and then we're going to decorate them with the neutral butterflies and with the vintage labels that are in the red theme. You can use anything you want though, and I think that's what's so much fun about this project, and I show you what these are, is you could make these with book page, you can make them with scrapbook paper, and then use any decorations and embellishments you have. So I was going to just use this piece of paper. So imagine this is, or here, I've got a junk journal sitting here. We'll use one of my journals. Okay, so we'll just turn to a page. So if you wanted to, these are things you can put on pages in your journal. So this one is a page flip, and the way it works is, well, let me get to a page that doesn't have anything on it. I've been working on this journal a bit. Okay, so on this page, it doesn't matter what the page is, but it would flip over the top like this. And the way I would glue it down is I would add glue along the top, this side and here, and then you're going to have a fun tuck spot left, right? And then when you turn the page, because it goes over the top, this piece is going to flip up for some extra hidden journaling kind of idea. All right. So that's what I would do. Now you could just glue this down. You can really put the orientation anywhere you want on the page. And if you wanted to put it here, you could have your tuck spot go this way. All right. So that's one thing we're going to make, and it's really easy. This is a pocket, but it's going to install on a piece, on a page, whichever way, where you put it on the paper and then you glue down again these 2 sides. You could add glue along the edge to help stabilize it, and then put glue on these sides, and again you're now going to have a pocket on both sides. Isn't that fun? And again, it can go any way you want it to. So whoops, it would help if I turned it the right way though. And you can put it anywhere on the page, that you want to. All right, so that's the second one we're going to make. And then this one, I really like. I've decorated both sides because I'm considering this a page edger, right? So I would just glue this down on both sides. I guess you could make it, if you glued here and here, a large tuck spot. But I like having these made to go and coordinate in my journals, and I just love how that turned out. And then I made a belly band. The thing with this one is we can install it on a page to have a pass through, or you could just use it as a page edger as well. You don't have to install it like a belly band, but you certainly can. All right, so we're going to make these 4 easy, super duper pieces of ephemera out of one collage tear sheet. So I thought this was really fun because it is from a menu, and I really liked that. And then this one looks like a vintage ledger paper. So I'm gonna, when you print it off, it comes like this, and it has these the white trim around it. So I am true to what they said. I am going to tear those off. Now I did print mine on a lightweight cardstock. This is about 90-pound cardstock. I think you want it a little bit heavier duty than just regular copy paper, because these are going to be elements that you interact with in your journal. All right. Now, to make the pieces we made, I'm going to use my grid paper to help me here. We're going to do Okay, so the paper, once I've torn it, so you guys know, it's 10 1/4 by 8 inches. So on that 10 1/4 side, we are gonna tear a strip that is 3 inches wide. This is gonna be our over the page flip. Then we're gonna do another piece, 1, 2, 3, that is 3 inches wide. And this will turn, either one of these will turn into that side pocket. And then I am going to do a piece, I'm trying to remember, I think I did this 1.5 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches wide. That'll be our belly band. And then this piece, the piece that's left, is almost 3 inches wide, and it is going to become the page edger. Okay? So we will make it first. So all you need to do is take that last piece, or the piece that's, what did I say? Not quite 3 inches wide. And all of these are 8 inches tall. We're just going to fold it in half. Again, these are simple. You could mass make these. They're just, you know, great, easy projects. Whoa. I'm going to do a little bit of inking. I did earlier today. I broke out a new sponge for my ink distresser, and I'm very happy. I go through these a lot, and I have the brushes too, you know. They look like the makeup brushes. But I don't know, this seems to work better for me, even though I go through a lot of sponge tips. They just start to fall apart after a while. All right, you can start on either side that you want to decorate. And what I did on one side was I thought it would be fun to have kind of a row of butterflies and a couple of labels. This side I left where you could see a little more of the paper on there. But you really can decorate these any way you want. And like I said, I'm just using, I put these in a little container so they wouldn't fly away on me. I cut them all out last night and inked them and got them ready to play with. Aren't they fun? Makes me happy. Okay, and then I also did a bunch of the butterflies. So, you know, seriously, it's just picking out what you want to decorate with. And again, use whatever you have. These would be cute with you could put a quote, a word, you could put a tiny little pocket, all kinds of fun things. And I am just going to show you again, you don't really even have to overthink it, you know, just pick a few pretty things that you like. And you can always, when you get ready to add it to the journal, if you wanted to, you could always add a little bit more. Sometimes less is more, right? I do like the contrast of the red on here. I think it's fun and a little different. I'm also thinking how I have the vintage labels that are neutral, but the butterflies also were neutral, so I kind of liked having a little more color happening. But you know, the possibilities are endless. This would be really fun to make using one of Anna and Elena's monthly kits, because there's so much ephemera that comes with those. You could totally, I'm just going to do a couple of butterflies in a row, maybe 3 or 4, we'll see. You know, that would be really fun, is to just make a big pile of ephemera out of one of those kits to have on hand. All right, so they're all a little different depending on how we decide to do them, and I'm going to put this label here. All right, cuteness. I love it. Okay, so that was one. Now this, let's do the pocket that wraps around the page. So I just folded that in half, and again, this one was 3 inches wide and 8 inches tall. So now we have a 4-inch wide pocket, and you can use, I like to cut a little notch out, and you could use, you know, a round punch. You could use a tag that cuts tabs. I'm going to use this one. It's a label punch. It's a really old one because I just love the fun shaped pocket it makes, and I did not get that centered. I'm okay with that. I'll decorate in such a way that it won't matter, but it's safer to mark the center instead of doing the Pam eyeball method. Sometimes the Pam eyeball method works just fine, and sometimes you miss the boat like I did there, but that's okay. I'll make it work. The other thing you do is you can always just trim off a little on this side if you want it and make it a little bit smaller pocket. But we're going to decorate it, and let's see if we can kind of make it not look so obvious, and I think we can. I'm going to put one of these large labels right here. And remember, it's going to be wrapped around the page, so you're not going to see it on one page. So you can do them completely different. You could do them the same, just maybe with different elements. It's up to you. But I really designed this project to be fun for all level of crafters, but certainly something if you're just starting out in this space that you could feel really confident about and end up with something you really enjoy. I kind of like that. All right, so I'm just kind of offsetting the little embellishments. And like I said, I cut mine all out, and I've already inked around all the pieces just because I was saving myself some time when I'm on camera. But if you don't like the inked look, you know, you certainly don't have to sit here and ink around every little piece. All right, so we've made 2. Let's do the over the page flip. Now this one, I folded it at 3 inches. So I've got a 5-inch section and a 3-inch section, and I kind of like that. You could certainly fold it right in half and have 2 that are 4 inches. I'm gonna do this one the way that I did the prototype. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was kind of eyeballing it, but I'm measuring using the grid. Okay, so now we have a 3-inch section again on this flap. And when we flip it over, we've got 5 inches. Now, I did not print on both sides, and you certainly could, but I, again, was intending on one side being a journaling spot and the other side just being glued down as a pocket. So I didn't want to waste my ink. And so what I did, because all of these other designs, you don't see the inside, you know, so it was just this one that maybe you'd see a portion. So again, I just printed some neutral paper, and a bunch of the different kits have these in it, of different types. You could use some coffee dyed paper, whatever you think would look good. You could use some lined paper, like some notebook paper or some ledger paper. You have something like that. But I'm just going to glue this square down, and it is a 3x3, just probably the teeniest of smidge under 3x3, so that it would fit in this 3x3 square. I'm going to try to get it even. There we go. And so that way when we flip up, we'll have a place to write on. And you could also just leave it white. You know, you could just ink around the edges and not worry about it. All right, so we're going to decorate it. I really liked the idea of having a lot of butterflies on the front, but I thought about this. I put a tab to the side on the original one. It's right there, and then I did one down here. But I was thinking one thing that would be cute, and I'll have to pick, is to, we'll use one of these and kind of make it where you know to grab it. So again, imagine this is your journal page. It's going to be over the top like that, and we're going to lift it up. So I'm going to put one that's the same shape and glue it to the back. So it'll have double thickness and it'll be decorated on the back. Okay, that's really cute to me. And then on the side that's going to look like this, I think sometimes it does help to have a pretend page under there so we can see what we're doing. How do I want to decorate this? I really liked, I had staggered several butterflies. Oh, wait, here, this will be fun. Let's do 3. I'm trying to decide, do I want to have a contrast? Yeah. So we'll do them kind of in a diagonal like that. And let's find a fun tag. How about that? Again, super simple, quick, and fun, and using these basically neutral elements, everything just coordinates and looks so cute together. And the other thing is this will be great in any style journal because, I mean, I love butterflies. I guess there are people out there that don't, but I don't understand that. I love butterflies. But with the color pattern too, you could then add, like if I wanted to add this to a journal where I had more blue or more green going on, I did too much glue back there. When I go to actually put it in the journal, I could add a green ribbon, or I could add a strip of blue paper, you know, to help bring it together and coordinate. All right. Oops, it's going to flip on the page like this. And you know what? I was thinking about putting a butterfly here. Yeah, let's put a butterfly. You know, you can't have too many. And I was just crashing on people that maybe would say they didn't like butterflies. All right, look how quick. All right, we've made 3 pieces. All right, the last one is just the belly band. And you can make belly bands have a lot of detail. And then you can also literally just take a strip of paper and put it on your journal page and stick things behind it. And it kind of helps hold things together, right? Or onto the page. Or you can decorate it up a lot. And one thing that I thought would be really fun for this one is I'm going to make a little tuck spot. So we're going to use this tag right here. And I'm going to add the glue this way. And stick my label down. All right, and I got to let it grab a hold. And then I'm going to have something little that I tuck in there. But let's decorate it some. And then I'll show you that. I think that'll be kind of a little fun addition. We can have little tags, or we could have a little butterfly. Let's see if we have a little butterfly tucked in that little pocket. Isn't that cute? I like that. What else do I want to put on here? I think we'll add one more tag label. All right. Now on the one that I made to show you, I also put a piece of twine. I just thought that was kind of nice. And I also added a little twine bow. So let's see if we think any of our pieces need a little something extra. All right, these are the ones we've made. And I made this one. Goodness. I think they're cute. Let's see. So if you wanted to add a piece, you know, you could poke a hole and loop some through. I'm going to tie just a little bow. And we'll decide where to put it. And I'm going to show you. I use my just regular wet white glue to attach these. Oh, look, I put those numbers on upside down. I put that label. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm going to kind of cover it up. The numbers are upside down anyway, so I'm going to put just a pretty significant blob of glue and just hold it down. And if I leave it there to dry, like I did with these, unless you intentionally really try to pull that off, it's not going to come off, okay? So that's one way. You could also use a product like this, a glue dot, that you don't have to wait to dry. And that would hold it on too. You just have to make sure you don't leave too much extra sticky out. Okay, well, I hope you guys liked these projects. I hope you'll grab your supplies and make some. I know I had a lot of fun, and I love working with papers that are so versatile. So thanks to Anna and Elena for having me, and I hope everybody has a great day.